Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Whitener Show, powered by SoundCloud Studios. Visit online at soundcloudstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. SoundCloud Studios is the answer. SoundCloud Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@soundcloudstudios.com. Mention the Mike Whitener Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Whitener Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forge Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Whitener Show can be here on the MikeWhitenerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Whitener Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple, and coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, and heard worldwide on Geo7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Whitener Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Whitener Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Whitener Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, including pop sockets, and coming soon, phone cases, T-shirts, hoodies, also tote bags, throw pillows like this, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Whitener Show. Also, and for more great gift ideas, including T-shirts and hoodies, and also great books by Mia Molson-Zia and more, like Missing, Once, and more, go to the Mia Molson-Zia store at Amazon.com, or check out Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia, and also support the Mike Whitener Show at the MikeWhitenerShow.com. Make sure you give generously. Also do the same on Anchor FM/support and PayPal, and make sure you do it today. We're here with a terrific lady who's very multi-talented, actress, singer, and also a producer. And she's got not only a brand new movie out, but also a brand new song. And we'll talk about those in just a minute. And she was born in Idaho, youngest of 8 children, now in Miami, Florida, and she's lived in Australia and later modeled for quite a few agencies, also quite a few products, and also played pro basketball. So we'll talk more about that, and also started finance, and also opened up a finance company upon returning to the U.S., and also founded a couple of foundations, and also won a Golden Globe Award, and also executive producer of recent couple of movies. So this doesn't stop the pandemic. And this lady, live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Miami. She's not alone, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, she looks to the stars, ladies and gentlemen, the very multi-talented Sarah Schroeder. Sarah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Good evening, Mike. Pleasure to be with you. I'm excited.
Well, it's great to have you on board too. So you're not alone in this one, and we'll talk about why and look into the stars, and we'll talk more about that. But of course, you have a very interesting history, as I read about, and I said, that is so amazing. Wish I lived in Australia, that you play some pro basketball down there, and you were born and raised in Idaho, youngest of 8 children, and now you're in Miami. And also you studied finance, you started your own company, and you also founded a foundation and a Golden Globe winner. We'll talk about that, and a couple of movies. And before we get into all that, Sarah, tell us how I first got started.
Oh, clear back when?
As back as you like.
All right. So I lived in Perth, Australia. So that was really a great experience right out of college. And I got to play basketball, like you mentioned, did some modeling for Billabong and Hot Tuna. So that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came back to the States and started my finance company because my brother, who was a director at the time, talked me out of going into acting because like he said, the average actor makes $2,000 a year. So I don't know if I could feed even myself on that. So he kind of talked me out of that, and that's okay. But being the youngest of 8, you listen to your older brother. He basically was gone when I was born. So he was out of the house and he was in Hollywood. So I decided to take a different path and went into the finance world, like you said, and I loved that. But during that time, I continued to sing, and I always loved to sing. Going way back when we were young, my dad was a mortician.
Oh,
I know, right? And he would drop us off, the 4 girls, and he would just basically say, hey, we're going to drop you off at the retirement center, and you're going to be the entertainment for the afternoon.
Huh.
And it was great. You know, they loved it. So I'm bouncing around, but that's kind of where I got my start in being like in front of people. And so I'm not super nervous to be in front of people. And I love singing and I love acting. So then fast forward, in 2006, I did a movie called Man in the Chair with Christopher Plummer. Yeah, such a great man. I love him so much, and God rest his soul. But he was wonderful, and I got to act across from him. That was my first role.
Wow.
And after that, I was hooked. I was done, you know, and so I decided I was going to sell my finance company, move into LA, and I was going to do some other things, but I was going to still stay in the finance, just not own the company, just work on my own stuff, like be a loan officer for a company so I could have my freedom. Because I had 50 some employees, and that's a lot.
Wow. And of course, you know, you're not alone basically. And, you know, having 50 people was just amazing. It's like, I don't know if I could handle myself when it comes to finances, but it's amazing. You also went to Perth, Australia as well, too. And tell us more about that venture and what influenced you into heading down to Australia.
It was college basketball. Right after college basketball, I got an offer to play. They consider it pro. They bring 2 Americans in. So I was paid to play. So I went for a year, and then I just decided, you know, I was ready to move on. I'd been playing basketball since I was in 3rd grade, and I loved it, and it paid for all my college, but, you know, I was ready to go out and really hit the real world. So then, so I did Man in the Chair, and then I ended up meeting my husband, Steve Matzkin, at a film festival, oddly enough. We had competing films. One was Man in the Chair. And then we got together and slowly we started doing more and more projects. One is Not Alone, that it's behind me because I've been doing several podcasts on that. And we were fortunate. Well, there's a long story to that, but we actually filmed Not Alone in our own personal home. We were trying to sell it. And, you know, this is kind of a crazy story, Mike. So we were trying to sell the home for years. And we had been living in Miami and back and forth. This home happened to be in Tampa. So I started thinking, I'm like, we have a location that is amazing. Let's do a movie there. So kind of like the Cassavetes, we followed their kind of, you know, how they always filmed at their house. So we decided to do that. My husband hated every minute of it.
I hate this place, location, you know what.
He's like, all these people, what are we thinking? So anyway, but I shouldn't say he hated every minute. He was an on-set producer, so he had a lot going on. And then I actually played the lead, one of the leads. And so I was working 17 hours a day. I actually put a mattress in a closet so I could actually sleep.
Oh, wow.
Because it just, you don't realize when the crew's there, they come early to set up and then they have to take it down. And luckily we were at that location for about 18 days. And then we were on 3 other locations the rest of the time. So that was good for the crew. But we shot a lot of nights and now it's ready to we've got some good distribution coming. We've got some good offers and we're just trying to pick the right company to go with. And we just actually won Cannes for the best thriller suspense for March, the Cannes Worm Film Festival. So
that is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean,
and of course, you know, speaking of awards, you also won Golden Globe of the last was it the best original screenplay in 20. So that I just want to clarify. It seems like I could see this film, you know, not just winning in Cannes and Golden Globes, but also the bigger and better things. And that's gonna be a big accomplishment for you, like that Golden Globe, Cannes. It's like amazing.
Yeah, I feel very blessed to be the movie you're talking about, The Trial of the Chicago 7, and
yes.
Aaron Sorkin. I mean, you can't go wrong with his writing. He's amazing, and he won a Golden Globe. And then we were nominated for 6 Oscars, which is an honor to be nominated. Another blessing. I mean, I'm pinching myself. I don't know. It just happened that all these things are going on, and then Look to the Stars, which is the did you get a chance to see the music video? I didn't know if you've seen it yet.
I did get a chance to see it, and it was amazing. And we'll talk more about that, along with Not Alone, and also some of the movies you also been into that which lead up to it. But first, listen to the Mike Whitener Show at the MikeWhitenerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Whitener Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give an official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Whitener Show, international warring author Mia Molson Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Whitener Show can be heard on the MikeWhitenerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Whitener Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, and heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Whitener Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Instagram and Twitter today, and check out the Mike Whitener Show for some throw pillows, tote bags, t-shirts, hoodies, and more for those who like to sleep. You can check it out at the Mike Whitener Show Amazon store, coming soon to the MikeWhitenerShow.com. And for more great gift ideas, including hoodies, pop sockets, phone cases, and more, check out the Mia Molson Zia store on Amazon, and check out his great books at Amazon.com/Mia Molson Zia. And also don't forget to support the Mike Whitener Show at the MikeWhitenerShow.com, and give generously to Anchor FM/support and PayPal, and make sure you do it today. We're here with the very multi-talented actress, singer, and executive producer Sarah Schroeder here on the Mike Whitener Show, talking about Not Alone, and also her music video, Look to the Stars. And before we talk about that, and you had some experience as well too, like with Betrayal, My Angel, and the Tribes of Palo Verdes with Jen Gardner. And you also did some work as well too, and in 20 and 21, and with the producing. And before that, let's talk about some of the films that you went in before you got into producing, and also with your project Not Alone.
Well, it's been interesting you said that, because one of my mentors is Jenna Rollins. So going back, I did a short with Jenna Rollins at her request. So that also another legend that got me hooked. So we wrote a little short, and she acted right. It was just her and I, and it's called Unfortunate Circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was one of the films. And then, yes, led into the Tribes of Palos Verdes with Jennifer Gardner. Had a small role in that, but still playing across from Jennifer Gardner. I was very, very lucky, and getting the real big bug. And then, and then we did Bloodshot. We actually are partners with Cross Creek Pictures, and so we do some films with them as well. And we did Bloodshot and Tax Collector, and like we mentioned earlier, the Trial of the Chicago 7. So, and then Not Alone came.
And of course, you also worked with Vin Diesel and Bloodshot, and Shia LaBeouf and Tax Collector. And what's it like working with those two? Now, did you get in front of them and across them now on this one?
Vin Diesel, no, I did not go. They would film that way. I know, I would have loved to meet him. So yeah, no, I did not. And Shia LaBeouf, yes, we met, and he's super, and he's incredible in the movie. Incredible. So I don't know if you've seen it, but it's on iTunes or Netflix right now. It was on iTunes, so now it's probably moved over to Netflix or Prime. I watched it a long time ago, so I haven't. It's kind of hard for me to watch, to be honest, because it's a gang related story. So it's a lot of violence.
Oh, I see. I thought it might have to do with you being involved and affected. I could see why, but I have to brace myself if I watch those kind of movies. But we're certainly looking forward to that. And of course, this also led up to basically with that movie, Not Alone, and you talked about the budgeting, the production. You also had a mattress in there. You guys worked 17 hours, and you know something. This comes in handy too. Next time you
I'm gonna get one of those pillows.
well, you know something too. You just go afterwards. You can just go to Amazon.com, check out the Mike Whitener Show podcast, and you can order one of those and order for your cast members. Like, I'm sleepy. It's like, here, just go in a closet. We'll wake up in a few hours. So.
I'm definitely ordering one for sure.
Yeah,
Maybe two.
Okay, all right. Hey, we need two of these. Thank you. And of course, you know, tell us a bit about Not Alone. What's it about? And maybe just give like a brief synopsis of Not Alone, since you talked about the budget and planning and the actual movie, and you know what's that about, and maybe just a bit more about it.
So it's interesting you asked about Not Alone, because we had a writer-director team they're great, and we actually sent them to the house for 10 days. And at the beginning, it was more of a horror, but then slowly after the 7th or 8th revision, it turned into more of a thriller suspense. Uh-oh. And it starts out and you feel like you're like in a haunted house, but then there's big twists. I don't want to give away the twists.
That's fine.
You got to watch it. And I was lucky when they wrote the script. I said, remember your friend, and they wrote me in the lead. And I was like, that was really kind. And I felt blessed. And then we were very fortunate to get Dr. Clay, who is Richard Lawson, and Tina Knowles. So they were actually at Jay-Z and Beyonce's concert in Paris, because he helps manage and helps get them set up on their concerts, because Tina's Beyonce's mom. I don't know if you knew that, and Richard's a really great actor. So we were so fortunate to get him to play Dr. Clay, and just thrilled. And he came in from Paris and he played, and he really stepped up the game. It was unbelievable. And then we also had Pat Healy, who's another really good actor. He played Walter, who played my husband in the film. He's lovely. He's Cheap Thrills, and he's directed himself. So yeah, it was a busy shoot, but it was an incredible shoot. And the house survived, and we sold it the month after. So we were not alone.
I was just gonna say, did you let the realtor put in this film Not Alone was shot here? Maybe the value can go up or something.
Well, everybody knew about the film being shot there. I mean, it was pretty intense because the neighbors are right there. But the neighbors were really kind, to be honest. They were more interested than bothered. And then we even shot a lot of nights, like I mentioned, and some of them wanted to come over and hang out. We're like, okay, you can't come on the property because we're filming, but you're welcome to look over the fence. And yeah, they were great. And Tampa, the people, the crew that we got there, I can't believe how great they were. It's lovely. So.
Mm-hmm. I bet you the neighbors did not want to go to bed at the time, and their children can like, can we stay up and watch this production? Sure, kids, go ahead. So
yeah, no, we did have a lot of people who were very interested, and then there was the roosters. There's some wild roosters, and you getting them to shut up. They were like crazy, noisy, and it was just hysterical. And then we were close to MacDill Air Force, so planes would fly over too.
Oh my gosh! I bet you a captain's probably like, we gotta slow down and take a look at this. And these roosters go, what are we watching here?
I know sound was sometimes a little challenging. So.
And of course, on bad days, makes you want to just take the thing, just have it for dinner, though. So, I mean, how is it going to wake everybody up?
Oh, they did. They did. I do not miss the roosters. Let's put it that way.
Next time you have a rooster problem, bring them over here, and I'm sure we'll do something with it too. So we'll do that.
I'm sure you would. That's what I like about small towns.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And of course, you also have the song that came with it, "Look to the Stars," and tell us a bit about that. And sounds like you got two great things going at once, especially "Look to the Stars."
Thank you. So "Look to the Stars," my husband wrote the lyrics, and I helped with the lyrics a little bit, but he wrote the music too. And we actually wrote that for the movie, the end credits for Not Alone.
Okay.
But then when we did the video, the director and I decided, okay, how can we emulate what's more important, what's going on in the world right now. So we shifted gears, and we just basically focused on not the negative, to make people become united. As you saw in the film, it was all about love and looking to the stars, like, let's give some hope out there. Let's, love is the answer. About the power. And so we ended up going in a different direction, and I'm really glad we did, because the words were so relevant, and I love it. And then we ended up winning. I'm just awards. It's like, okay, I can't go to any, but that's okay. It's okay. We end up winning the Los Angeles Real Film Festival for the best music video. So I'm so thrilled. And the director was awesome. His name's David Vargas. He's really good. And then we have a producing partner, Chico Bennett, that has actually worked on all 3 of the songs with us.
Wow, that is amazing. Where can we find Not Alone at? Where can we find Look to the Stars? And where can we find all your works at?
Well, Look to the Stars, Betrayal, everything, my EPK, everything's on YouTube at Sarah Schroeder-Matzkin. I'm also on Instagram, Sarah Schroeder-Matzkin, and that's a Matzkin, and Facebook as well. Now, Not Alone, I will be telling you soon, because it's, like I said, we are negotiating with several distribution companies right now, getting ready to release.
Okay, so we're certainly looking forward to that. And what can we expect from Sarah Schroeder and more? And she's also involved in another special foundation. We'll talk more about that, but first, listen to the Mike Whitener Show at the MikeWhitenerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of the Mike Whitener Show, international warring author Mia Molson's Zia of Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with actress, singer, and executive producer, multi-talented Sarah Schroeder after this timeout. We're back with author, singer, and also executive producer Sarah Schroeder here on the Mike Whitener Show. We talked about the movie Not Alone, and also Look to the Stars, and also got our start with Christopher Plummer in Man in a Chair, and more as well too. Just amazing background she's done. And you also head up a foundation too, which is called Face. And tell us more about that.
Face actually started because of my brother who passed away. He nicknamed me Face. Due to basketball, basically. He was a basketball player himself, and when you shoot in someone's face and you make it, then you go face. So he always and so he called me Face. He was like, "Is it your face?" I'm like, "No, it's a basketball term." So and then when we started the foundation, we decided to name it Face, and faith and charity every day. It just worked out. So we did it because of him, and it's a foundation that just my husband and I do. We don't take in other money. We just pick charities that we want to give to for the year, and we have a board, and it's been lovely. So and
how does this work as well too? How does one person get involved?
Well, we don't, like I said, we're not trying to get other people to give us money. We just put so much aside, and then we pick the charities that we feel are worthy. I mean, we've done a lot of cancer for children, a lot of single women, battered women that needed homes. Dress for Success is one of them that we take care of. So we just kind of look as a board and see who needs it the most. And Women of Tomorrow, which is another great charity here in Miami. And, we don't like go out there and go, hey, we have this foundation. We usually just end up getting through our mutual friends and contacts, you charities, and you know what needs help and what doesn't. So, and I always find out how much actually goes to the charity. So if you give $100, do they get 98 or do they get 80? So it's very important to me and the board that most of the money goes to the charity.
Okay. And where can we find the Face Foundation at?
I don't really advertise it.
It's okay. There's people that are interested out there. So
yeah, I don't have a website. I don't have anything. That was just my husband and I kind of doing some good, and we're kind of quiet about it, to be honest. But but it's good, I mean, we give to good places. So
it sounds like a really good organization and helping people, which is just amazing as well too. We're here with Sarah Schroeder here on the Mike Whitener Show. In just a few more minutes here, you've been fantastic. Love to have you back on. What else can we expect from you in 2021 and beyond, Sarah?
We're going to do hopefully a TV series called Making Love. We're working on that. And then we're working on several other songs. One's on The Wire. And I can't wait to get back to LA so I can record that with Chico. We're getting close on that. So I'm hoping to do 4 more songs, the TV series. And then we're looking at several other projects, an animated one that's called Miraculous.
Wow.
We're doing with Cross Creek. So yeah, we've got, I get scripts all the time, and there's ones that we turn down and ones that we take. So you can expect some more stuff from Double Infinity Productions. That's our production company.
That is okay. We like to talk more about that next time we have you on. Also give us an update. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
My biggest influence in my career was Jenna Rollins, hands down.
Okay.
She's my mentor. And in fact, I'll tell you, when we won Cannes, she called me on the phone and she just said, "Honey, I'm proud of you." And I mean, I was almost in tears because she's been a big fan. So, and
wow.
And I'm a huge fan of hers. But when she called, it was funny because my husband had talked to Bob, her husband. So they had talked, and then Bob called my phone, and I go, "Hey, Bob," and she goes, "Oh, it's Jenna." And she just said, "I want to tell you congratulations, honey, and I'm so proud of you." And yeah, it doesn't get any better than that.
That is amazing. Very heartwarming. Wow. and what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
At this point, I think the best advice I give to anybody in this business, whether it's producing, directing, just don't take no for an answer, because you're gonna get a lot of no's, and you're the only one that can do it. So you have to just say yes, even when you get that no. And I tell people that all the time. No is not in my vocabulary. It's just, okay, next. We're moving on.
I like that. Next. I have to start practicing that. So, all right, we're here with actress, singer, and also executive producer Sarah Schroeder of Not Alone, and the video Look to the Stars on the Mike Whitener Show. Sarah, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. You got a great future ahead of you. And do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And before we go, tell us about your upcoming project. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people check out your music and check out your movies and check out everything else?
DoubleInfinityProductions.com is our production company, and we're on IMDb. We have our own website. And then for my songs, you can go to YouTube at Sarah Schroeder-Matzkin, or you can go to Instagram, same at Sarah Schroeder-Matzkin, and Facebook. They're all on there. And also all the awards from the movies and stuff, it's all on my Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. That's where I usually put my stuff.
We certainly will check it out. Once again, Sarah, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch. And you're not alone. We love to have you back.
Well, I loved being with you, and it was nice. Thank you so much for having me.